Hey there, welcome back to Angel Island Wiki Tutorials. Today I'm going to be talking about the Townships. Okay, so let's talk about the basics of Townships, how they work, what they are. What is a Township? Well, it's basically a player-owned town. So you can purchase a Township stone from a provisioner NPC. They're kind of a high-end item. But so long as you have a guild stone in your house, you can place the Township. And what's going to happen is, as soon as you do that, a radius of 50 tiles extending outward from the guildstone is going to become your territory now. You can decide things like whether or not there's murder counts in that area, who gets to place a house there, because only guildmates can place a house there now. Anyone who already owned a house there, though, there's nothing you can do about that. They just can't replace a house unless they're in the guild. So now let's take a closer look at the Township menu. So you can see when you double click the stone, this is the menu that you'll get. And on it, this is where you can add gold to the Township fund. So when you first buy the Township for 250k, you get 125k of that back. That'll go into your Township fund. You can add gold by clicking this button, and you'll either be able to target a check or a pile of gold, and that'll add to that. So that's how you can supply your township with the money to buy NPCs, to change the law level, to change the travel rules, which is basically, can you recall in or out? Can you gate in or out? That's all controlled by the Township Stone menu. So something else you're going to want to know about townships is that if your township is not very active, your NPCs that you place are going to cost you more in daily fees. So the lowest activity for some of them gets pretty expensive, like the banker or the animal trainer. Those are going to cost you a lot more if you're a low activity township than if you're a high activity township. This is basically just to prevent people from using townships as a tool of convenience. Alright, so I just popped over to another township now. This township is more active than my other one, which was just in my one individual house. This one has more activity, so it's able to place some of the NPCs that are available to townships. So I've been made the guild master of this guild that this township is of, and I placed this villa house here. And because I've been made the guild master, I'm now in control of the Township Stone, which you can see has just about 3 million gold in its fund. And because it has more activity, I'm able to place these NPCs. So to do that, you just click the Buy Township NPC button, and that's going to give you the list of what NPCs are available to you. So some of them, like the banker, are only available to the most active townships. The top tier for activity. I think the animal trainer is alongside the banker in that regard, and I think the rest are available at a lower level of activity, still higher up from the bottom. So this may include activity, may include, I think, people visiting your township per se. That would be one. That would be one of the requirements for the NPC placement, is traffic. So let's try to place a mage NPC, a mage shopkeeper. So I'm going to click that one, and it's going to take 1,000 or 100,000 gold out of the township fund, and it's going to put a deed for the mage in my backpack. Now I can place this in any house in the township that is public and part of the guild. So I'm going to place it in this house that I own. And there it is. So in order to change the appearance of the vendor, it needs to be the homeowner. And this villa is my home, so I'm able to change the appearance of the vendor in here. You'll notice that you can't make purchases from the mage through the context menu. You can only do that by typing vendor buy, and that's what's going to open up the menu. Then you can make purchases. The only other thing to know about the NPCs is once you place one, you'll get this button here for managing the township. Go ahead and click on that. You can see the dismiss button for that NPC right there. And on the main page, you can see now that the NPC charge per real life day is 246 gold. That's going to come out of the township fund. When clicking on the township menu, you're going to notice it says at the top physical size original, and that it can't extend due to a conflicting area. That means for this township, that basically just means that it's too close to a region, a guarded region, a region where placement of a township is not possible. As you can see in my radar, I'm very close to the U Moon Gate for this tutorial, so I'm too close to, say, place a town crier NPC, which expands your township radius, I think, by 25 tiles, as opposed to the 50 tiles range that you get originally when you place your township. If you place a town crier, I believe you get an extra 25, so 75 tile radius. So another fun element of the township system is the player's ability to place walls anywhere within the township range. So you're able to do that. It's kind of to help you defend your township, like the same way that you can kind of control people's notoriety via the ban list, or you're basically using these systems to keep players out of your township, if that's what you want to do. So they're not really about, you place them in front of a dungeon and block that area off and create a toll booth. If you do anything like that, I don't think the GMs are going to be too happy about it. But it is technically possible, so use your common sense there. Alright, well, I think that pretty much summarizes everything that you need to know about townships. If you need any more specific information about the cost of NPCs and that sort of thing, that's all tabled up on the wiki, so you can see that there. Thanks again for watching this tutorial, and I hope you enjoy Angel Island.